Skills are best learned in a safe environment and with lots of support. And I believe we do an excellent job of providing those.
NCBVI logo appears on staticky background with wages in red on top. Stephanie Wagle, transition counselor.
I think overall the comment I would like to make about wages is it's a lot of fun. Yes, you learn a lot and you have to push yourself and challenge yourself, but that isn't always the main thing that clients look back and reminisce about. You know, they think about the friends they made, they think about the awesome mentors that they got to have to build relationships with, and they just think about the whole experience overall and how it was a really enjoyable time.
Images appear: a girl climbing a rock wall, multiple participants with Ninja Turtles at a Salt Dogs game, 2 girls in a buffet line, and a young man walks down a sidewalk with a long white cane. Videos and images of cane travel, cooking, and participants hanging out fade in and out while Stephanie talks.
The learning kind of comes accidentally over time, you know, but we know they're learning. We know that the job experience is going to plant seeds for growth that'll keep on growing the rest of their lives. But a lot of them come in with the knowledge of, oh, I'm going to get to spend a whole summer with, you know, kids my age and friends they've met at other programs, and that's their motivator, and that's what they look back on and really you know, think about fondly for, you know, for years following the program.
Jeff Peters, father of wages participants.
You know, we had to actually talk to the group leader, said, hey, can you tell Brandon to call his mom, please?
Oh, thank you.
But we soon learned that he was okay, everything was good, he was having fun with his friends, and he was learning about life and how to be in.
Jeff continues to speak. Pictures fade in and out of participants gathering to discuss the day's activities, gathering around a picnic table, playing hangman, touring Memorial Stadium, working on craft projects, playing bocce ball, and climbing the rock wall at UNL.
The moment with his peers, working through, his skills or developing his skills, and also learning what a job's really about. Not that he per se liked the job, but that really wasn't the point. The point was to earn money. You had to learn how to work with other people. You had to learn how to do your job and do it right, and accept accountability for what you're doing. And I think all of those things is what wages helped Brandon become is more independent person. He definitely grew. And as a parent, I'm very, very proud.
Shane Burrish, NCBVI Transition Specialist.
The benefits in the wages program are really innumerable. I mean, there's everything from what would be the obvious on the surface, the work-based learning, the chance to have that summer job that all their peers might have, but they don't get the opportunities back in their home communities because folks don't know the kinds of alternative techniques they would need to do the typical teenage jobs. But equally as important is the peer mentoring that goes on. Many of the individuals are very isolated in their home communities. And so the chance to be able to do normal teenage activities in a summer setting with a group of individuals who are like them pays off dividends that I know for myself I didn't understand till years later, and I'm sure it's the same case for them too.
Students gather and work on an arts and crafts project. Students gather in their lounge room and relax after a long day of work. Jeremy Fifield and Ronnie Kellogg, former wages participants.
For me, I come from a small town, so being able to come into a bigger city, it really just allowed me to travel more independently. I'd really never traveled independently before this. I can remember a time when I was afraid to walk down the block, as a kid. And, this starting out wages, there were a couple of streets I was afraid to cross, 10th Street being one of them. And just being able to travel in a bigger place and get to know a bigger place and how to better travel, but also just gaining various technology skills, computer skills, and also just networking. I mean, there's people I met in Wages through my work at Wages that I still communicate with to this day.
I never really got to travel very much independently. I grew up in Omaha and around family members. You know, you tend to just kind of go with the flow. I mean, everything seems to be, you know, everyone's willing to do everything for you, and everyone's willing to, you know, go get food for you and go do this and go do that, and so it was kind of new to have a certain amount of independence, to be traveling by myself, to get practice using bus systems. Taught me a lot about Lincoln. I mean, I knew Lincoln better than I knew Omaha, simply because I had the experience of having to travel in Lincoln independently.
Dustin Wardeen,
But
wages
if they
coordinator.
are willing to stick with it, the outcomes are absolutely fantastic. How many individuals who didn't know how to use a cane effectively can use a cane effectively? How many individuals who have never been really accountable for getting up every morning to even be at school on time, let alone to be somewhere to go and work and actually get paid for their time? All of those things are great. That's fantastic. The rapport that they can build with one another. They've never been with a, you know, they might be from a very small town in western Nebraska, excuse me, where they never encountered really anyone else who's blind. Okay, where they may have only seen themselves as being the outcast or the blind person in town.
As Dustin continues to speak, videos and images appear of students performing a skit, cooking in the kitchen, making mancala boards, hanging out in the Haymarket, traveling downtown with canes, hanging out, attending NFB National Convention in Florida, paddle boating, touring Memorial Stadium, and playing mini golf.
And now all of a sudden they can build a rapport with a group of people who obviously share similar backgrounds and experiences. And that right there in itself is huge as well. So to answer the question of, you know, the transitioning, for me, I would say first off is the expectations with work, how that can go so far. You know, as far as being accountable to get up every single day, get to work, do your job, you know, and be rewarded with a paycheck, and to see how happy they are, you know, when they've been paid for their work. The second thing are the skills they learn, whether it be travel, whether it be other forms, non-visual skills with computer, or you know, in some cases even Braille. I would say that's the second greatest transition that you will see, improvement. And then finally, it's the rapport. It's the bond that so many of them will share for the rest of their lives. I would say those are the three greatest, like I said, transitions that you'll see during the time period.
Brandon Peters, wages participant 2016.
I would recommend anyone who's going to Wages to just take things as they come and just advocate for yourself when need be, and you'll get it done.
That's the NCBVI logo. Its way to full NCBVI logo. Produced and edited by Eric Buckwalter. Pictures and video, Eric Buckwalter, Stephanie Wiggle, Brent Hyen, and other NCBI staff. Special thanks to Jeff and Brandon Peters, Ronnie Kellogg, Jeremy